dear parents, welcome to Light Faith Academy. My name is Pelon Duga, and in this video I would like us to look at failure in general. Right now our children, they got some results. Some of them performed well, some of them did not perform well. But there's a term that we use in education which is called fail or failure. And this thing, sometimes when a child didn't perform well, and then we use this word failure, sometimes they associate themselves with this word failing. And I would like us to look at some of the examples that what seems like a failure. Failure sometimes comes from words like negligence, defects or fault, incompetence. These are some of the words that are actually related to failing or failure. Errors in design, when something was not designed well, maybe there's got some issues. Error in design, errors in a process, when the process is not working well, the process is failing. Lack of quality, if something doesn't have a quality, we can easily use the word failure to say things like quality. Repeated mistake, when somebody is repeating a lot of mistakes, same mistake repeated more than once, that also you get this thing as failure. And then human error. As humans, we usually have error. Sometimes you forget to do something you're supposed to switch on, but instead of switching on, you probably forget to switch on this the light or something, and then human error. Or you are supposed to put something, maybe you are supposed to cook, and then for some reason maybe you're supposed to set it to a specific average, to a specific temperature, but then you make it too high, human error. And then from there, your cookies or whatever that you're baking, you end up burning everything including the house. So I hope that doesn't happen, because human error can really cause a lot of pain and frustration. Operational errors, some of the things that are actually mismanagement. These are some of the words: errors in maintenance and specifications. Okay, so failure, basically the description that I have for failure is simply a state or condition of not meeting a desirable intended objective goal. All right, yeah, because I know this word failure, it's bad when somebody sees themselves as a failure because of one event that happened in their lives. Now they see themselves as a failure, and this happens a lot. You see, right now our children just wrote exams. Some of them are not gonna do well, some of them will do well, and those that are not going to do well, and maybe they have to repeat a standard, or maybe they have to repeat a grade, that on its own usually will be using words like they failed. So that sometimes they end up associating themselves with that word failure. They see themselves as failures. They don't see them as good enough, you see, because they compare with others. And then the failure is usually viewed as an opposite of success. Usually when somebody failed on something, it's usually seen as the opposite of success, because success comes from my experience, you become successful from failing several times, especially in the world of business, where failure or you failed, what does it mean? And then our children, they associate themselves with this weight, and they see themselves, it sort of create a negative image, a negative self-image, where they see themselves as not being good enough, worthless, and they associate, there's some negative thing that they associate with them, especially this negative self-image. So you have to be careful on how you use this word failure. This is the reason why I decided to create this video today, so that you see failing in a different way. Hopefully after this video you see failing as different way, as something good, because failing, that usually comes with a lot of lessons, a lot of great lessons. So if you fail, you go back and you review the reason why things, whatever that you're doing, you did not do it right. Maybe it was just error in design, or maybe error in a process, or maybe lack of quality, maybe you did not put in effort, but next time you do it you'll do it better. Okay, right. And then failure is a few mistakes or errors repeated every day. If you repeat one mistake, if you make one mistake, or you repeat the same mistake over and over, eventually that will be seen as a failure. And that's something that we don't want. We learn from the mistakes so that we don't repeat those mistakes again, right? But compare that to failing the whole grade and having to repeat the whole year doing the same thing. Yeah, that is something that you must think about. I think people who are in charge in the education department, please, you have to look at that. Maybe there's a way that we can find solutions around that, because it's very serious. I interact with these children, I talk to them. I do have some of my clients or my students that I'm teaching where they failed one subject, one grade, maybe more than 2 years, more than 3 years. And when you look at them, their self-confidence, their self-esteem, their generally how they look, how they see themselves, their self-image. So working on their self-image, trying to help them to regain that confidence again, that's a lot of work. So yeah. Right, but that's not the reason why I created this video. So failure is not permanent, but it's a temporary state of mind. So this is something that I have to mention. It's a state of mind. It's not permanent. It's temporary. Okay, I hope you got something about failure. This is the part 1 of failing. I'm gonna grade part 2 now of this video. I'm gonna grade. In fact, watch the next video, which should be part 2 of talking about failure. And then maybe so that you understand failing much better. Okay, but remember, failure is not permanent, it's a temporary state of mind. You learn from it, you write, especially if you write stuff that were not done correctly, so that next time you do them correctly. Alright, until I see you on another video, it's Enroll signing off, and this is Light for Youth Academy. Cheers for now.